Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel here at Laughing Willow Farms. If you are new here, we are homesteaders in Texas who just sold our home and moved to a ranch as house parents to 8 boys. So what does that life look like? Keep watching for this week's update. Okay, so since we moved, I've been working on getting a garden area set up, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys because I think a lot of people resonate with having a backyard space and not necessarily land. Now, we do have a pretty good sized backyard, but I want to show you what we've done. This has probably been a work in progress for about a month, but really all in all, I would say maybe it took 3 or 4 hours. I did have some helpers. We have 8 boys in our home plus my 2 boys, and so I definitely had some helpers put these beds together, which made it go really quick, but I'm so happy with the look and the price point. There's a lot of different raised beds out there that are super cute. I really like them, but also you have to think about price point and what you can do. And I wanted to get all these beds in this year, and so thinking about budget was important to me. I will link which ones we use, and I'm really happy with them. They didn't take too long to put together. I mean, we had 15-year-old boys putting them together, and it took them about 30 to 45 minutes each one. So let me show you guys what we got. Now, I did get my welcome to the garden sign up here, and we're gonna take this down. These posts were here whenever we got here, and I did put my garden in around that because I wanted it in the corner where you can see the other homes, and our front porch is right here. So I just thought that'd be pretty as the kids are walking back and forth to school from the other houses. But you'll walk in, and I've got a few more grow bags coming right here that will fill in these spots. They should get here tomorrow, and I'm going to decide what to put in. But I'm so glad that we did our berries in grow bags. This was actually the idea from the folks that we got our first blueberry bushes from, which one of them didn't make it. So this is our very first one, and we've since had to add other blueberry bushes because it just did not last. This one thrived, and they grow all of their blueberries in these grow bags, and I'm so glad I did that so that when we decided to move, we were able to take them with us. Over here, I've got my mint. I like to keep that by itself anyways, and so this came from the other house. And then I've got some calendula that came from the other house, and these strawberries that I dug up. Now, I had a much bigger strawberry patch with asparagus, so sadly this is all I got to bring with me. I have some asparagus I planted in on the sides on these long beds. Right now, since we're in cooler weather, I've just got some lettuces growing. I didn't really want to deal with brassicas and the pest pressure of that right now. Got some herbs going in here, so this whole bed right here will be herbs. This one actually has some dahlias in it, and more cut flowers will go here in these 2 round beds. And then right here is where my tomatoes and peppers will go. So lots of cut flowers. The pots that I'm putting in will have my different basils in for tea. And really, this is my money saving garden. I may put in right here when these are done, I think I'm going to do zucchinis. So I'll probably just do 2 or 3 zucchini plants right here, and that will be plenty for us. So if it were just my family of 5, like that would really be plenty for us to save money. Tomatoes are expensive, zucchini's not, but I just really like growing it. Berries, fruit, that's expensive. Your herbs are expensive. So those are the things that I like to prioritize growing. Organic peppers, those are expensive. But I will take you guys along in a future video on the garden that we're putting in over more on the ag side of the property of the ranch. And there's a greenhouse that we've put in, and I'm really excited to get that garden program going. And so I'll share what we're doing over there, but that's where we're going to do the melons, the watermelons, probably the cucumbers, maybe the peas, maybe okra. I don't know. We've got big eyes and lots of space, but you have to cultivate those spaces. So it just depends on how much time we have to cultivate enough spaces and then what will grow. Of course, we're hoping to grow the program, and we're wanting to do a lot of cut flowers there too. That's what I did this week on the garden, and I'm so excited because it really is ready for spring. And just a little update, since this is our first video since being here on the ranch. This is our chicken coop. It is still a mobile chicken coop, and some people call it a chick saw. You could also really call it a tractor if you wanted to, but it is movable, so we can move it all over. This is our backyard right here. As you can see, it's not terribly big, but definitely big enough to do a lot with, because I can get a whole garden in over there. So this will move kind of all over this whole area. We've already moved it once, and we're super happy with it. Honestly, I'm much happier with this than my static coop. Oh look, we've been having to teach them where to lay. Clearly you can see. Hi lady, that's a copper Moran. And man, they lay pretty eggs, but we're really happy with this. We brought 8 chickens with us. They are all new layers, and so we are getting about 8 eggs a day. And you got these two. My lavender Orpington, but they're always trying to lay in the doghouse. Huh, Rosie? Are you always trying to get in everyone's space? Rosie is the sweetest. We did bring our Rosie pups with us, and you protect us, because apparently people have tried to have chickens here before and predators get to them. So luckily we have Miss Rosie here. Oh, Rosie invades personal space. She's the sweetest unless she doesn't know you, and then she becomes a guardian, and you just did that a few minutes ago when someone came to the fence. Yeah, so she definitely protects the chickens, but you're so sweet. Yes. Also, I thought I would share our compost setup. This is pretty cool. These were here and nobody was using them, and someone said, hey, do you want this? And I was like, yes, because you know, we can't have the same composting setup that we had before. I also have a couple more areas over here that I'll show you, just that I'm gonna put some plants in. Okay, so it's a ranch and it's never a dull moment. So we got one of our mowers stuck, and one of the boys is gonna go get it out with his tractor. What happened?
So Gary goes, I went inside to go to the restroom for 2 minutes. I shouldn't have. I come back out.
Yeah, story of our life with boys, teenage boys. There they go. Look at that though. What good skills for when you're 15 and 16.
I'll be back, I promise.
Where are you going? Are you gonna go help?
No, I'm gonna go make fun. They had like 5 shovels, a wooden board. What's it called? What's the
strap?
A strap. A white man. That's the Still Creek life, boys.
There's certainly never a dull moment around here. This week, our free time was filled with lots of time enjoying the weather, and then a special visit from the Model T Ford Club. The kids got to ride around in these vintage Model T Fords, and it was a blast. This definitely made our weekend. So, cooking for 13 people on a budget does require some meal planning. So I'm excited to show you guys in future videos my tips and tricks, things that I learned before cooking for this many people, just living a homestead lifestyle and meal prepping. But I will say sourdough goes a long way. That's one way that we get our protein in quite frequently. The kids love my protein pancakes made of sourdough. Biscuits are another favorite. Breakfast tacos, those are always a win. So I'm excited just to share with you guys the different meals we like making for a large family. And just a small word of encouragement. I can say, you know, things don't always go off without a hitch. So I actually had tried to make a couple loaves of bread. I usually do at least 4 loaves of bread a week, 2 sandwich loaves, 2 artisan loaves, and I had a total flop. And so instead I turned it into focaccia bread, totally changed what the meal was for that night. And we had Italian night with focaccia bread, and it was delicious. So, you know, that's kind of one of the hearts behind Laughing Willow, is just, you know, turning it around. A willow tree is usually weeping, but around here we laugh. And we're finishing off the week. Date night.
Yeah.
Date night! Finally.